Incoming rant, folks. Unplug your earphones. So let me get this straight, Aunty Bev. You want to completely ignore all the other jurors who came forward that want it known that they acquitted Karen Read on 2 of 3 charges, but now you want to publish one juror bitching about Aidan Carney? He has nothing to do with the Karen Read case. He was not at 34 Fairview Road when Officer O'Keefe was killed. He's just a dude who sticks microphones in people's faces and asks questions. That's it. Judge Bev doesn't care what the majority of the jury have to say. She only cares about information that makes Karen look bad. I field tens of thousands of comments every day on my YouTube channel, and not a single person has ever said they want the jury to be identified to the public. Nobody. Not a one. I also liaise with dozens of other creators, and not a single one of them has ever said they want the jury's identities to be public. I don't liaise with Aidan Carney, but I do watch his videos and comment sometimes. And not once have I ever heard him say he wants the jury's identities to be public. And I suppose it's just a coincidence that Judge Bev makes this public on the court docket just hours before a 5th juror comes forward, stating that the jury was unanimous on count 1 and 3. Yeah, this all stinks of retribution. Is the Commonwealth shitty because Aidan Carney scored some points at the last trial where they're trying to jail him for witness intimidation? Or is it because he released all the body cam footage of Tully arresting him? Either way, no matter what you think of Turtle Boy, aka Aidan Carney, he has nothing to do with John O'Keefe's murder. The juror's affidavit means nothing to anybody. We don't care who they are. We care what they voted on, which the court promptly ignored. We care about all of that, but we don't care who they are. But this one juror that comes forward, well, yeah, they care a whole lot about who's who out there. Go ahead, Aunty Bev. Impound the juror list indefinitely. None of us care. Watch who does care, though. And what do you have anyway? You've got a guy with press credentials sticking microphones in people's faces who don't want microphones in their faces, and stirred up protests against the Commonwealth railroading people, just like they're trying to railroad him. But all of that is legal activity. On the other side, however, you do have physical violence breaking out. A number of the people that the juror quoted have restraining orders against them. One of the journalists the juror mentioned who had to take a restraining order out against them, and is currently in the process of taking another restraining order out against them. Another poster, sourced by the juror, is currently being sued by multiple Twitter influencers. Several of them have reached out to me and asked how they should be dealing with the online harassment that they're getting from the other side. And to be honest, I really don't know. What I could personally do in Australia to protect myself is a whole other thing to what an American might be able to do to protect themselves online. But that's a whole other topic. The one fact that remains is the only people who are desperately stirring up trouble are those who need to desperately have Karen convicted, lest they themselves be arrested and charged for conspiracy and any other number of crimes, which all adds up to motive in my book. If you look at it from our perspective, if Karen Read is locked up for the rest of her life for a crime that she didn't commit, then our lives are just going to go on as normal. Of course, we're going to be upset about it, and we're probably going to keep calling out the same county for doing the same things over and over, but it doesn't affect us to the degree that it affects those who are involved in the conspiracy. On the other hand, if she's acquitted, they're all in deep shit. So yeah, you tell me who has motive and reason to physically attack the other side and use lawfare against them. I ain't buying your bullshit, Aunty Bev and Juror. You all need to focus on Officer John O'Keefe and how he was murdered. And stop with the look over there, don't look here tactics. Just focus on the fucking case. Don't think we didn't notice how nearly every paragraph in Juror Doe's statement reflects exactly what the special prosecutor has written in his statements against Aidan Carney, even quoting some of the same Twitter sources. Just stop it. Stop treating us like we're idiots. We know all your little games now. We've been watching it for over 2 years. Just focus on who killed Officer John O'Keefe. That's what we all want to know. And whoever did it needs to be held to account. Full stop. Period. End rant.
And your job is to make sure you don't ever look the other way. Look the other way.
4 words that sum up their entire case. 4 words that sum up the hopes of those who tried to deceive you. Conflicts of interest doesn't matter. Look the other way. Magic hairs, magic glass. Look the other way. Late night calls and Google searches. Falsified affidavits, inverted videos, and butt dials galore. Just look the other way. That's what they want. That's what they're counting on. But the incontrovertible fact is you have been lied to. And your job is to make sure you don't ever look the other way. 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 4 words that sum up their entire case. 4 words that sum up the hopes of those who tried to deceive you. Conflicts of interest doesn't matter. Look the other way. Magic hairs, magic glass. Look the other way. Late night calls and Google searches. Falsified affidavits, inverted videos, and butt dials galore. Just look the other way. That's what they want. That's what they're counting on. But the incontrovertible fact is you have been lied to. And your job is to make sure you don't ever look the other way. Look the other way. Look the other way. Look the other way.